The reason we took this over because we wanted the Baquet legacy to continue. The goal is for me to have this restaurant move on to my children. Hello, my name is Arkesha Baquet. I am the co-owner of Little Dizzy's Cafe. Little Dizzy's Cafe is the actual last standing Baquet restaurant. Over a span of 70 years, the Baquets has had several restaurants, starting back with Eddie's on Law Street, which is my husband's grandfather, Eddie Baquet Sr. And then my father-in-law, Wayne Baquet Sr., bought Eddie's and retired his dad, and he opened several different restaurants over a span of 50 years. There was a restaurant called Cafe Baquet's on Washington Avenue that was very popular. And then there was Zachary's, which was on Oak Street in Carrollton, that my father-in-law had. He retired for a little bit, maybe 6 months, sold Zachary's, and then he opened Little Dizzy's Cafe right here at 1500 Esplanade Avenue in the heart of Tremay, and that was back in 2004. So the restaurant's been here operating since '04. Little Dizzy's Cafe is named after my husband's oldest son, Zachary Baquet. He played in the band at St. Augustine High School, and he was a trumpet player. And when he blew his trumpet, his cheeks inflated like Dizzy Gillespie, and they called him Little Dizzy. And so that's where the name comes from. And my father-in-law had a restaurant called Zachary's named after him. And so when he opened this restaurant, he felt like Zachary's did so well, he wanted to do it again. And it was a good choice. Well, once my father-in-law opened Little Dizzy's Cafe back in '04, Hurricane Katrina happened, and of course we were closed for an extended period of time, but he was actually one of the first restaurants to reopen after the storm. He helped feed the first responders and some military people that were here stationed in the city. He just used to feed them for free until the city started to get open back up. And by December of '05, things were kind of open back up. People were moving back and getting their houses together. And then he just took Dizzy's all the way up. But at the moment, we're content with having one storefront, having one Little Dizzy's Cafe, which is located here at 1500 Esplanade Avenue. There was a time we had two Dizzy's. We had one on Paudra Street inside the Whitney Wyndham Hotel, and then we had this one. And so we're in a really good space at this moment. We're operating this one. Since we took over back in 2021, we've made some changes here at the restaurant. We don't do a buffet anymore. We do lunch only. We're only open 6 days a week. My father-in-law was open Monday through Sunday, 7 days. He did breakfast, he did brunch, and a buffet. When we bought it and took over, we wanted to put what we felt worked best for us and our family. And we realized being open Monday through Saturday, 11 to 3, lunch only, would be vital for us. And so far, it's working. Well, Little Dizzy's Cafe features several items from our family cookbook, our Baquet family cookbook. Pretty much everything you eat that's here at Dizzy's that's on our daily menu, these items come out of that cookbook, you know. But we're known for our gumbo, fried chicken, po' boy, seafood and sides. Those are things that people travel to come and eat here at Little Dizzy's Cafe. The Baquet family, over a span of, like I said, between 50 to 70 years, they have created different recipes, but not only recipes for food that you will cook, but also for what you're putting in the food. For instance, our Baquet gumbo mix. My in-laws, my mother-in-law Janet created this, my husband's grandfather, created this gumbo mix with my father-in-law to get a consistency of when you went to any of the Baquet restaurants, you would get the same tasting gumbo. The goal was to make sure that the food was consistent, because there was a time they had multiple Baquet restaurants up and running at the same time. And so that was key. The other thing that my in-laws created was the Baquet hot sausage. The hot sausages that we serve on a po' boy, the The hot sausage that we serve in our gumbo is our own family recipe hot sausage that we created. And that was done because my father-in-law loves good hot sausage. And so he would have to search here and there, you know, to get hot sausage. And he enjoys Vashman's and Vaucreson's hot sausage, but he was able to create his own, and he's happy about that. The Baquet family is a Creole family, yes. My in-laws, my father-in-law has traced his family lineage all the way back to Haiti. He has done a lot of research on that to know exactly where the footprints start. And Creole is totally different from Cajun. We cook more with flavor and seasoning versus Cajun food is more about spicing it up hot to the taste of cooking. That's the difference between the two different cultures. And I'll tell you one thing, I love Creole food because it is truly made with love, and there's a lot of, you know, seasoning and different spices that's put in there that makes it gel really well together. Yeah. The reason we took this over because we wanted the Baquet legacy to continue. The goal is for me to have this restaurant move on to my children. Right. And my 11-year-old is here every Saturday. He's learned how to make gumbo, bread pudding, and potato salad. If he's not in the kitchen washing dishes or working with the chef, he's on the floor greeting customers and bringing food. That's what this is about for me and my husband, making sure this legacy continues. And that means a lot, you know. I can truly say people have traveled far and wide to come eat at Little Dizzy's Cafe. They have. I've had, on a random Tuesday, I remember last year, you had families that came in from different countries. We had Ireland, Germany, Portugal, France, and Sweden in one day. And to me, that was a great accomplishment to have people from 5 different countries on one day come to this restaurant. That was big. But through the span of the 3 years that we've owned the restaurant, I've had the opportunity to have Kitchen Impossible Germany edition to come and record here with us. I've had an amazing, famous YouTuber called Jolly from London come and eat here and do a take on almost everything we have. They bought a lot of food. They ate a lot. So we've just had people from all over come, and it's a great feeling, you know, to have people want to come and enjoy your food. But for my husband, Wayne Jr. and our goal is to make sure we take the 50+ years my father-in-law put into this and just make it shine like a star. We want to make sure we continue to give back to the community, because one of the biggest things I'm proud of owning this restaurant is that I own a restaurant in the heart of Treme, which is one of the oldest African-American neighborhoods in the United States. And I take a lot of pride when I get here in the morning and I can pull my key out my purse and unlock these doors because I own this building. And that feels good. Being Black, being a woman, that means a lot to me. To be able to do that. And in this particular neighborhood at that, it's a great feeling. And so with that pride, you don't want to do anything but succeed. You want to just keep this thing going and pushing it further. And we eventually want to look into maybe having another location or maybe being in an airport somewhere. But right now, our key focus is just continuing to produce great food and customer service. Because when you come to Little Dizzy's Cafe, we want you to feel good about it because you took effort to get here. You caught an Uber, you rode a bus, you walked, rode a bike, you put effort in to come to this restaurant. And we want to make sure you know you're appreciated, and we want you to be happy you came.
All right, well, we